Hi, welcome into the channel and thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk about do not give up. You are not alone. If you are in a rough season in your life right now and you feel frustrated, you feel uncomfortable, you feel like what is going on, right? The conversations you used to have with people, it just ain't hitting no more. The things you used to do, you don't no longer like it. I want to let you know that you are in a good spot to receive from God, right? Because God sometimes has to shake things up around us, right? And make us uncomfortable. Because when we get uncomfortable, that's when we want to change, right? And change is not easy because if it was easy, everybody would do it. So if you pray the prayer, God, not my will, but thy will be done, he is answering that request. And you have to remember that God's ways are not our ways, and his timing is not our timing, right? But in his perfect timing, he will give you those things. But he has to make sure that your heart is in him because he doesn't want his children to go to hell over blessings, right? Over money, over houses, over cars, over spouses. So he has to make sure before I give you this thing, I want to make sure, are you really in it for me, or are you just in it so that you can lift yourself up, so you can be into vain glory, right? So God is a good God. And we see people right now falling because their gifts and talents got them to places that they were not ready for, meaning they didn't work on their spirit man, right? They didn't work on their relationship with God. They didn't work on their character. So when they got to the places that they wanted to get to, right, they got drawn away by their own lust. And let's be clear, God does not tempt us, right? God says we are drawn away by our own lust, but when we are tempted, he makes a way for escape for us. So when we are tempted, he says to run. Don't just stay in and give in to the temptation, but to run. So because he is such a good father, he doesn't want his kids to fall, because when he gives us something, he wants us to keep it, right? And he knows if I give them that house, I give them that car, I give them that spouse, they're going to stop praying to me. They're not going to come to me like they used to. And God wants you to have a relationship with him. So he will draw you to himself, right? So that he can consecrate you, so that you can spend time with him to hear his voice, right? Because he doesn't want us listening to our husband's voices when he's trying to speak to us, our mothers, our friends, the phone, Google. He wants us to know it's him that's speaking. So that way, when he gives us the instruction to move or to do something, we're not doubting. Did I hear God right? Was that him, or was that my own thinking? So remember that God will never leave you or forsake you. He's not like human beings where we're fickle. One minute we like you, the next minute we done with you, right? God is not like that. He's not a sadistic God that he sees you crying and he does not want to help his children, because God sees every tear that you cry. He knows all the hairs on your head, they are numbered, right? And he will not withhold any good thing from you, but he will give it to you in due timing, especially if your desires line up with the will of God for your life in due timing. If you keep fighting that good fight of faith, you keep praying, fasting, and seeking his face in his timing, he will give you those things. So I just want to let you know today again that you are not alone. God sees you, he hears you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.